Alright, time to pick through some dimes looking for silver. Kids are going to church. It's nice and quiet. This one's kind of neat. Oh. No, I didn't find any silver yet. I just kind of started. Okay. It's a nice quiet thing to do on a Sunday morning. Snap. Well, that's why I keep a little roll tape handy. Everyone else who tapes these up, please, you don't need to wrap the whole roll in a mile of tape. Just need a little piece. I usually mark my rolls so I know when I get them back. I'll just put a little mark on them. So if I go to the bank and they give me my rolls back, I know not to bother to look through them. And I just, what I'll actually do is bring them down the street to another branch and just redeposit them. And here, I got an extra wrap. I look for this and I hang on to the extras because, well, a lot of them are busted and I don't want to waste my own money replacing them. Okay, let's see if we find any silver. This is all the silver I found this month. Yesterday I found this one, and I found two yesterday. And I found that one because it's like dirty looking. Yeah, and that one. I think those were the two I found yesterday. This is my January silver haul so far. Price of silver going up. It's worth picking through these things a bit. Takes a lot of patience though. What's this? 1989. Oh, that's a Four Faces dime. Got lots of those. They're not very unique or anything. There's not a lot of varieties in dimes, so there's not, other than some errors and proofs, there's not a lot. So I think a lot of people don't hunt dimes for rare dimes. Oh, see, there's another one of those Four Faces. But dimes is where I find the silver. I don't really find a lot of silver when I hunt quarters. I have found some. There's like 5, but I have a lot more dimes. I find 20, 25 dimes, silver dimes a month. I found like 3 or 4 silver quarters in like 2 months. So the quarters, they're worth more. I think people notice them because they're bigger. I think the dimes kind of just fly under the radar a bit and people don't really look too close and don't care too much. Lucky me. Alright, put the little hair tie band on that one. Mark my roll. I got a little box. I check my checked ones in. I'm going to start here. There's a 1968 dime right there on the end. Half the dimes in 1968 are made of silver and half are not. So it's not a guarantee silver there, but it's an old one. So that's where I'm going to start to check. Alright, there's the 1968. This is 1968 right on the end of this one. It's not the color's a little different than the rest. And the easiest way to check it, I use a magnet. Silver doesn't stick to a magnet, so not silver. Okay, let's see what else we got. Well, that happens every once in a while. Now they're all over the floor. I should do this over carpet so they don't roll away on me. I just found one. I know definitely more than one fell. I can't see them. Well, I got extras. I'll count them up as I roll it up. But definitely I just lost a dime or two somewhere. Alright. Well, I like the blue nose ones too. 2, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, I usually don't count them when I re-roll them, but I just drop them all over the place. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ugh. 10. One, 2, 4, 5, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Hey, There was an extra one in there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Huh, there was an extra one. I guess I only dropped one. And there was an extra one. That happens too. More often the dime rolls are, you get shorted on rolls. You know, there's usually a coin missing. Don't often have extra. Sometimes with these little plastic wraps, though, when it's loose, people put an extra coin in to make it feel full because they're supposed to be full. And when there's space missing, when there's space in it, people feel like they miscounted and they stick an extra one in. I'm guilty of it too. I do it too. They're supposed to be full, but they're supposed to be the exact size. This is full. There's 50 in here. Look at that space. I counted that, and that is right. But that makes me feel, when I bring that back to the bank, they're going to look at that and say, like, oh, that space at the end. Like, I could put 2 more in there. Maybe these are for, like, American dimes, and they're a little bit thicker. Well, I'm leaving it that way because it's right. It looks wrong. There's so much space in the end of that. They're not supposed to rattle. Yeah. I'm guessing they're made for American dimes. The thickness is just, they're just slightly different. That's what I'm gonna bet. Yeah. So I wonder if all of these have extra. I'm gonna count this one. I'm gonna count this one and see. I never count them. Let's see here. This is nice and full. Don't drop this one. Okay. And also, there's 2 coin wraps here. Maybe also why I have more space than the other one after pulling it apart. So 2, 4, 6. Let's see, there's an American dime. 1987. 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's 20. Try to be a bit less messy here. Two. Oh, no. 5. 2. There's another 10. I think these dime rolls are overfilled. 30. Wait a second. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there's an extra one in there. The rolls usually have less, not an extra one. So I think all of these rolls are going to have an extra 10 cents in it. I think the rolls are made in the United States for United States coins. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah. And that one had an extra dime in it. Lucky me. Rubber band. Some of these are not so good at. They all had rubber bands on to keep them closed, so I should have to mark it. So everyone coin. If you coin roll hunt, you should mark your rolls. The amount of times I get my own rolls back, it's kind of crazy. I didn't think I would. Okay, I gotta count this one too. I think all of these rolls are gonna be have extra in it, which is nice. But you know, counting all these rolls just for 10 cents is boring. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's 10. Looking for silver. I found 2 silver coins yesterday. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And it looks like all these rolls have an extra coin in it. So usually you get ripped off on these boxes. They're usually short a little bit when you get so many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. So it's nice to get some that are overstuffed and get a few coins back, because I have to buy the foreign currency and I have to pay for a lot of things I don't want. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This one was exact. Okay, good. And yeah, it's loose. There's space at the top. You could get one more in there easily. Oh, snap. Oh well. Just gotta be careful throwing them in my little bucket so they don't come apart on me. All right, let's check this one out. Come on, silver. I'm not bothering to count this one. Oh yeah. See? Foreign coinage. This is 10 cents from Barbados. Cool, huh? My kids love these. We pull out maps. It's got a nice crest on the back. I'll set that one aside. So I gotta buy that. That's why I was pulling the dimes out of the other rolls. I don't put the foreign currency back in. I have a big jar of it that I'm collecting. And we'll see what becomes of that one day. I often do this with my kids, my little boys. I got the best 2 little boys ever. They're off at church right now, so it's nice and quiet. Oh, there's an American dime. Nothing special, but you know, there it is. If I went to visit there more often, I would keep it, but I don't. And I don't really plan on going anytime soon. Maybe when the regime changes. This is a nice relaxing way to spend a Sunday morning. It's a nice black coffee. I love the taste of coffee. I don't know why everybody fills that with milk and cream and sugar. Coffee just tastes right when it's just coffee. I don't know if you guys agree or not. I like my coffee black. It's kind of not by choice, actually. It's kind of when I started to drink coffee, like my first job, it was a construction job. We had like a trailer, you know, it was one of those things working on I was building greenhouses in the middle of a field. And yeah, coffee time. They're like, hey, new guy, you want some coffee? And I'd never really drank coffee before. Like maybe once or twice I'd had it, but I didn't really like it. And I was at my first job, like day one, and this guy walked up to me. You know, hey, new guy, you drink coffee? I guess he was taking the coffee order or making coffee. I didn't know what he was asking about, and I thought, just in the spur of the moment, I just said, yeah. Because I thought, oh, what, you know, way to make some buddies at work or meet the people. Like, there's a little, they're having coffee together, so I'm going to go join them and sit down and have a coffee with them, sort of thing. And I was probably tired. I probably didn't want to work any, you know, already by my first, you guys know what it's like your first day at work, right? You get to, that first break can't come fast enough sometimes. I was up early doing construction, so I was, you know, I was probably tired and feeling it. And I went into the trailer to get the coffee. And there was no fridge or anything like that. So, like, for milk and cream and stuff like that, they had those, like, powdered coffee mate things. And packets of sugar. And everything was disgustingly dirty. Like, no one was washing their hands. I'm not a princess or a snowflake. I don't really care. They weren't washing their hands. But like we were doing construction, all our hands were muddy. So like everything was dirty. Like everything was like dirt on it. Like everything everywhere. You know, where they were making the coffee looked like a mechanic's tool bench, like with grease and everything all over the place. Like, so everything looked really dirty. The coffee was clean. I got a clean cup. They had a stack of like paper cups in the container in the corner. All the cups were clean. So someone pointed at the cups to me, and I grabbed the cup, and I turned around to get the coffee and all that other stuff, and everything was pretty gross looking, honestly. And they admitted it. You know, they didn't think but it was fancy or by any means. They went, there you go, new guy. There's the creamer, there's the sugar. And I just, not really knowing what I was getting myself into, I just went, I just take it like this, black. Two things happened right in that moment. I committed myself to drinking coffee black. And a couple of guys looked at me. All of a sudden, a couple of guys looked at me. It looked like they had a little respect. They were like, they looked at me and they got a little bit of respect. Nah, new guy drinks it straight up black. So I don't think I liked that first cup very much, but I drank it because I didn't want to look weak, I guess, in front of everybody. One of the ladies that worked there also drank it black, and she was like, finally, another one who actually likes coffee, and that also like forced me to continue to drink it black. And I learned a few choice sayings, you know, things like suck it up, buttercup, things like that. And I watched them ridicule a lot of other new guys over the years that came in that moaned and groaned and whined about like the lack of cleanliness and bringing in flavored syrups and stuff for their coffee. And there was one guy that would only drink French vanilla stuff. And Drinking the coffee black turned into a little thing. When eventually I turned around and called someone the new guy. Hey, new guy, you want coffee? What? You put that stuff in it? Suck it up, buttercup. Have a cup of concrete and toughen up. All those kinds of things. There's a whole bunch. I forget half the sayings now. I'm glad I don't do construction no more. But it was a good time. It was a good time while I was younger. Anyway, let's get back to the dimes. My coffee's good. That's all I meant to say. Bunch of extra coin wraps today. Anyway, there's that nice black coffee. 1, 2, 3. It's fine. I have no silver this morning. I found 2 yesterday. This is how much silver I found in January so far. Oh, there's a blue nose under sale, not colored. I like these ones. I like the colored ones better, but I think these ones are pretty cool looking. Blue nose is a crazy boat, or crazy history. Was involved in prohibition, smuggling, alcohol, good old Canadian whiskey. Down south to the United States during Prohibition. It was one of the fastest boats ever. The Blue Nose. Look it up. I should look it up. I'm going from memory and things like that, but it's true. The Blue Nose was used to bootleg liquor during Prohibition. Down to our friends in America. And good old Canadian whiskey can't be beat. Ah, plenty of places make some good whiskey. Canadian whiskey is great. Stands its ground against everyone else. But excellent stuff does come out of the United States. Of course, like Ireland, Scotland. You know, they know what they're doing out there. But Canadian whiskey is world renowned. Crown Royal, it's delicious rye whiskey. Mark my rolls so I know if I get them back. All right. Oh, oops. Okay. If you like coin roll hunting, or I do a lot of metal detecting in the summer. If you want to see my metal detecting videos and stuff, subscribe. You know, I got some heavy metal stuff on my channel too. So I like metal. It's kind of the theme of my channel: metal detecting, coins, heavy metal. I love Metallica and Pantera. Slayer is awesome. Slayer was actually the first concert I took my wife to before we got married, way a long time ago. And she was just my new fresh girlfriend. Actually, it was her idea, which was awesome. It's kind of how I knew she was a keeper. When your girlfriend calls you up and says, "Hey, I saw Slayer tickets," she did not listen to Slayer. She knew who they were. She liked some heavy metal. She'd never been to a heavy metal concert. She called me at work one morning. We'd only been together like 6 months. This was like 20 years ago. And she said, "Hey, I saw tickets for Slayer are going on sale." I'm like, at like 10 o'clock today. Do you want to go? Do you want to go see Slayer? And I was like, I looked at the listing. She sent me a link, and I looked down. I was like, it's a Tuesday night. So I'm like, all right, I'm down. I'm down for Slayer on a Tuesday night. And it sounds like I don't do anything better on a Tuesday night. And I want to see Slayer on Tuesday. Sounds awesome thing to do. So I said, yeah. bought us an hour later. I bought us some Slayer tickets, and you know, away we went, and it was an awesome show. It was the Slayer Preaching to the Perverted tour with Thine Eyes Bleed, Mastodon, rest in peace, Brent. Children of Bodom. Oh man, rest in peace, Alexi. Shouldn't be doing this. Rest in peace, Alexi Leo. And then it was Lamb of God, which was amazing. And then Slayer came out. And wow, I brought my girl to. I was a heavy metal concert veteran at that point. I'd been to dozens and dozens and dozens of shows. It was her first. Got her to the railing, and we spent the whole show at the front railing with our elbows over the railing, right in front of Mark Morton, right in front of I forget the guitarist for was Rope. Rope was the guitarist, stage right for Bodom. He was like, you know, quote unquote the rhythm guy. Yeah, it was awesome. Kerry King, stood in front of Kerry King all night when Slayer came out. Got some guitar picks. It was great. It was great. It was just like raging guitars in our face all night. So my wife loves like heavy metal guitars, guitar solos, things like that. So she was hooked. And I was hooked on the pretty little girl that said, "Take me to Slayer" on a Tuesday. And she had a blast. Crowd surfers were flying over us. The show got. But someone threatened to cut my throat at the show. Just like that. Yeah, that's Slayer for you, right? Yeah, he was just talking. He was just talking. I might have elbowed him a few times. I might have been like stepping on his foot, you know, on purpose. You know, it's a heavy metal show. You know, you hold your spot or you lose your spot. And if I recall right, the guy tried to basically get between me and my girl at the railing. And yeah, we just didn't let him. I mean, he didn't like it, but whatever. Hey, it was Slayer. I think we made friends after the show, actually, after threatening to kill each other inside. At the end of the show, I think it was the same guy. We ran into each other in the crowd, and we traded guitar picks that we'd found on the ground and stuff like that. So, you know, in the heat of the moment, people say things sometimes. And anyway, back to the coins. Hey, thanks for saying hi. Brendan Rogers. Thanks, man. It's hard for me to read my screen here because I got it sideways. Thanks for stopping by, man. Subscribe if you like finding silver and just doing random stuff. what does it say, 66? In America, they were silver until 1962, I think. I've never found an American silver dime. I'd love to. Oh, all right. I love these. I'm keeping this one. Finally found something this morning. I love these blue nose coins. Isn't that a nice looking dime? You know, our coins look so plain now most of the time. Canadian Mint makes some nice looking stuff. A blue coin. It's like blue water, the boat's sailing. I love these. I'm keeping that one. I should try to fill whole rolls of those blue nose under sale. I fill rolls of them. All right. Gotta roll our coins back up in Canada. Bank won't take them. They don't have those coin sorting machines in the lobbies. I've never seen one in America because I don't have a bank account in America, so I don't go inside any banks when I'm there ever, which is rare. Haven't been to the United States in I don't know, maybe 3 years. I go for conferences. My work sends me to conferences in Las Vegas, which is nice to go every few years. Bring my wife with me sometimes. Lots of fun. Vegas, if you've never been, it's like Disneyland for grown-ups. It looks like it too. Like you're just going down the street, you're like, this is a grown-up theme park. The way all the buildings look and stuff. Oh, my coffee's getting near the bottom. All right, let's see what we got in here. This is for doing manicures. I found this metal detecting in the summer. I find it's a very great. I'm sure it was in the park. I found it in a park. I know nobody was doing their nails in the park. So I think this little scoop was being used for something else. You know. But I find this little hook on the end just perfect for opening the rolls. And it's got a nice grip shape to it. It's comfortable. It's my coin roll opening tool. I think this end is often used for like anyway, scooping things. Yeah, why they discontinue those McDonald's straws? Yeah. Remember the little McDonald's thirst sticks that were little spoons? Little tiny spoons. It's kind of funny how McDonald's stopped using those. $1973. Nothing good here. Okay. Oh, let's see. I like to keep the good tubes. These are the free tubes the bank gives you. And I have figured out that they actually fit pretty good in my tape dispenser. And it makes an excellent little stand when I'm trying to refill these things. So, little hack for anyone else who has to deal with these things. It's a great way. Go. Take the rubber band off these. I have a box. I have a box of dimes next to me too. A whole box. I have like $350 worth of dimes to go through today. Don't see any silver off the draw there. We'll see as we kind of pick through this. USA dime. I keep hoping to find one silver USA dime. I don't have any. They look neat too. They look nice. Those silver barber dimes, and there's like mercury dimes. I've never seen one in person. I don't think. I would love to have one. Just nice, beautiful looking coins. I've got some nice Canadian ones. My oldest dime is 1913, and back then, before up to not up to, but from like, I forget the dates. It's like 1900 to like 1919. They're sterling silver. They're 925 silver. So those are good ones to find. They're nice and valuable. I didn't look up. Does anybody know the spot price of silver today? Can anyone tell me what the silver is up to today? You can post it in the chat. I often look up the value of silver dimes before I start digging, but I forgot to today. This was a real nice one I found like a few weeks ago. So nice and shiny. It's like it's got a lot of its luster. 1964, and it's got the young Queen Elizabeth portrait on the back. Beautiful looking coin. Well, you never know. And so often I go to the bank. It didn't happen yesterday. Twice yesterday I was told there's nothing old in these boxes, sir. Everything is modern. So bankers keep telling me that, and I just... Well, yesterday, I'm trying to be nice and polite. If I'm like rude to them or something, they're not going to go get me boxes out of the bag. But yesterday, I just asked the clerk. I was like, "What? Did you look through the box before I got here?" And you guys like, "No." Okay. That probably 99.9% of everything in the box is modern. But to assume that all the coins in the bank are all new, modern stuff, that they don't have anything in the thousands and the millions of coins they have and all the rolls are not modern, it's they've never looked and they just don't know. And I wonder, like, I wonder why they say that to me. They can see by my bank records when I log in, I put my card in the machine, you know, or put my card in the thing at the teller, and they look at my account. They can see my transactions that I'm like getting like $2,000-3,000 worth of coins every week. I wonder if they think I'm just wasting my time doing nothing. Like, would I be at the bank getting $1,000 in dimes if there wasn't anything? Like, why would I do that? Right? Makes sense, right? Like, why would I do it if there really was nothing? I wouldn't. I'm there all the time getting it. Now, obviously, I'm finding stuff. So, whatever though, you know, whatever. I just smile and take my box. Some of them have nothing. Sometimes I get boxes, I get skunked. See, nothing special here. I need to refill my coffee too. It's like a snow plow going. We got a lot of snow where I live. There's a snow plow going around outside my house. It's loud. What's this? 1980. I think this is 89. 1980. Ah, that's crusty looking too. 2000 something. Well, I'll be back in a minute. I have to refresh this thing. refilled. Alright. Thanks for watching. If you like, subscribe to my channel if you want. I post some coin hunting stuff. Mostly I do metal detecting. But where I live in Canada, and the ground is frozen solid outside. I don't metal detect in the winter. So this winter, I started, well, and the price of silver, you know, was a big influence. Made me start to coin roll hunt for silver. And I find a couple silver coins every year, metal detecting. I found one gold coin once, which was unbelievable. I found a gold coin that was made into an earring. So there was a Canada $5 gold coin with a little clasp on it so it could be worn as an earring. I'm sure it was sold as a pair. And hey, lesson learned, don't wear your expensive gold coin earrings to the park to play with your kid, because I ended up going home with someone's gold earring that day. And it's I can go get it later, but it's a little Canada. It's about the size of a dime. Looks like a penny. Looks like a penny the size of a dime. It's a Canada $5 gold coin. It's 24 karat gold, 999 silver, or gold, I should say. Sorry. It's crazy. I kind of half thought it was fake when I found it. You know, who finds a gold coin at the park? Well, I did. It's pretty cool. 1980. This is like the reality of coin roll hunting. Nasty, dirty coins like that. And tons of rolls with nothing in it. So, I would love to find like a roll full of silver. Full would be great. I'd settle for, well, full would be great. The most I've ever found in one roll is 2. The most silver I've ever found in a box is 3. 3 silver dimes. I found 3 silver dimes twice in one box. I think it averages out to about, and I get some boxes with none. There's usually 1. Sometimes there's 2. Once in a while, I guess there's 3. I think, or at least where I live, there's a silver dime about every 300 bucks. And with the amount of money I'm going through today, I found 2 silver dimes yesterday, and I got it all yesterday. So that's holding true. I got 2 boxes and some loose rolls. So I had about 600 bucks. I've got about 650 bucks in dimes I've been going through this weekend. And I found 2 so far. I think I find one about every $300. So I'm on average, right? That's my average. So if I find any more, it's going to be above average. So and I hope so. I got a whole box to go. I hope that box is not empty. So I found 2 in the first box, I guess, which was great. Can't read the date on that. I don't think it's silver, but I can't read it. 1979. And whatever that plow is doing outside my house, it's shaking everything. Mark all my rolls just so I know if I get them back. And it happens. It sucks when it happens. It just ends up being a big waste of time. I bring the rolls. When they're marked, I just bring them right back to another bank. One more roll here. And then dig into the box I got. The box has like 10 rolls from the mint. So those rolls are not even going to open. They're white. If anyone's ever never seen them, that's what they look like. Machine wrapped. There is no point in opening this. Every single dime is going to be like a 2025 King Charles dime. Every single one of them. And I've got this little stack of them in this box down here. It's not that many, which is nice because I don't like them. Well, it's not that I don't like them, but there's zero chance of finding anything in them. So all these are all exactly the same. I haven't seen any 2026 yet. That's what I was just kind of looking for. All these are all the same. So don't gotta bother checking them. Funny enough, I still mark the mint rolls even though I'm not going to open it. It's part of me just tracking or trying to track the coins I get from the banks. Trying to figure out how the banks around me transfer money and coins and things. I just want to know if I get my stuff back or if it's fresh. Trying to figure out if the banks are how quickly they refresh their stock, things like that. It's kind of what I'm slowly mentally keeping track of. You can tell by the color and often the portrait on the back is different. Not always, but most of the time the portrait on the back is different. So that's how I can flip through these so quick. If you're just joining, man, thanks for stopping by. It's Sunday morning. Drinking my coffee. Hunting for some silver. There's my little stash of silver coins there. I'll keep that on the screen maybe. That's my silver. What I found this month, I seem to find 20, maybe about 20 dimes a month. And I've got, I think, 9 in there halfway through the month, so, kind of on track. We'll see. Maybe, I haven't been doing this very long, so I don't have a lot of data to kind of say. I mean, I found 20 coins last month. I started the month before that, halfway through the month, and found 10. So, yeah, I find 10 about every, 15 days, so far. That's correct. But it's not like I've been doing this years and years and years. If you're interested in this, just go to the bank and ask them for a box of coins. They just go in the back and get it. Try it. There's $250 in a box of dimes. There's $500 in a box of quarters. The quarters have lots of varieties and things. You've got stacks of quarters here to go through too. I find more silver and dimes, but if you don't look, you never find nothing. So every time I go get a big stack of dimes, I get like $100 in quarters. I get a little bit. Sometimes I get a box of quarters. Um, Usually I just get like $100 or $200. In Canada, we have a lot. Same with the United States. We have a lot of like commemorative quarters and stuff like that. So there's tons of them. Some are pretty rare. Some are worth a couple bucks. My wife actually likes to pick through the quarters, so I leave those for her. USA dime, 1990 something. I get weird about scratching my table doing this. I love my kitchen table. It's my parents'. My parents are still alive. Because my parents, this is like the kitchen table I grew up eating at. This is the kitchen table I did my homework at when I was a little kid. Kitchen table I was like punished at and had to sit there and like look at broccoli and cold cauliflower and mushy carrots until bedtime if I didn't eat my dinner. My parents were tempted to get rid of it at one point. And I pleaded with them not to, and I was in like my early 20s. I was like, I want that table. If you're going to get rid of it, I want it. So don't do it yet. And they hung on to the table till I had my own apartment. And then they gave me the old kitchen table. I love it. I love it. This has been my kitchen table my entire life. All right. Now, time to get into this thing. This is my box of dimes. Okay. Oh, one more from the mint. So usually what I do when I got a box, and there's not really enough room on the table for it, and it's heavy, I usually just take out a handful of rolls, put them out here in front of me, and just start picking. So, the clear ones, I always like to see if I can spot a silver by the edge. I'm not that good at it. I pick them out sometimes, but sometimes I look, think there's none, go through the roll, find a silver coin. None of those look different or special or anything. Anyway. Yeah, this one's in my hand. Let's start with this one. And that one looks like a different color. 1976. I guess it just went through the washing machine or something. It's a little discolored. Same with that one, 1973. They look different before. I forget the year, but I think they changed in the 90s, so like the 80s and 70s, 60s have like a kind of different color to them. And they changed the composition in the 90s, but like they're nickel steel now. I don't know why they have that color. And of course the silver looks like silver. When you see it, you kind of know it. When you see it, you know it for sure. There's other things that look close, and you have to kind of guess. But whenever I've seen a silver coin, I just kind of, you just know it. They just look different. The coloring is different. Oh, this isn't very special, but different looking one. This one doesn't have the blue nose on it. It's part of like a flora and fauna series. There's There's a nickel and a quarter. The quarter has like a whale on it, I believe. I get the sets mixed up. They would make so many commemorative coins here. I just mix them up. I have them. Every once in a while I do hunt nickels too. Oops, I forgot to put those 2 dimes in there. I mark my rolls so that I know if I get them back from the bank that I don't bother to look through them again. Or at least if I got a whole box of my own stuff back. See, there's another one. This one looks like it got run over by a car a couple times. Trashed. 1975, 1980, 1980. Man, that plow is making a lot of noise out there. I'm gonna go check it out for a second. Yeah, never mind. If you never seen anyone do this before, it's called coin roll hunting. And because silver has gone sky high, I decided I wanted to stack it and get a lot of it. And basically, I'm doing it for my boys. I have 2 kids. They're 6 and 8 years old. I'm gonna stack up all the silver for them. Basically, they don't know that. I'm not gonna tell them. But I'm stacking all the silver so I can give it to my kids one day. You know, there's a way to try to build, I don't want to call it wealth, but that's kind of what it is. You know, in the family. Build something up that's can be passed down, that could be worth a lot of money. So, like, who knows what the price of silver will be in 50 years from now, right? I probably won't be around. But if I could give my boys pounds of it, you know, that might help them out in their lives. Buy a house, get a car, pay for. Oh, this one looks. I'm gonna keep this one. I keep the ones that look like brand new. This one doesn't have like a scratch or nothing. It's got all its luster. So I'll keep the odd one. But there's nothing really special about them, but I want to fill up a roll. Never know what this stuff will be worth in, you know, like I said, like 50 years. This is all stuff. I'm just gonna build up a big coin, like not a big coin collection, but I'm gonna build up a collection of silver and some nice coins and give them to my kids, or you know, let them inherit it, however it works out. Mostly the silver. I kind of think of getting like a whole roll of silver, like that, like a little silver bar. I don't have enough silver to fill a roll yet. I just started doing this year, so I don't have enough silver, but I've got half a roll, more than half a roll. So I think I can fill up a roll of dimes in like 3-4 months. So I should be able to get 3 or 4 rolls of silver dimes collected a year. As long as it stays in the boxes, depending on the supply, you know. Yeah, something I thought of the other day. I just love going through these coins so much. I'm actually thinking about investing in like some vending machines, like a gumball machine. Not just one, but you know, like a little row of them, like candy vending machines. You put the coin in, turn the thing. Thinking about getting some and seeing where I can. I gotta find out where I can install them, like where I could put them. You know, with a business owner or something, and then I can just get the coins. I'll make money off the machine too. I'll make money off the gumballs. But I'm thinking about getting a vending machine just so I can get more coins, get more people's coins. 1 minute, I'll be right back. There's a snowplow just making a ton of noise out in my neighborhood. And my neighborhood is so small, I honestly don't know what he's still doing out there. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see some silver coins. Check out my metal detecting videos. You know, I find gold, rings, earrings, a gold coin. I find silver coins. I found a 50-cent piece last year. You know, kids bring neat stuff to the park to show their friends and stuff like that. You know, bring something to school. You know, their special whatever, and lose it along with all their lunch money. Metal detecting every year. I go to a lot of playgrounds, like just playgrounds, and check out the park. I find like I average $300 a year metal detecting. Plus, you know, I find a gold ring or two and a silver, and a couple silver rings every year. You know, people draw, and I find weird stuff too. I found like a 50-year-old Japanese switchblade once. That was cool. It's rusted. Still, it's not in the best shape, but it's old. It's an old Japanese. I call it a switchblade because it's a not locking knife. You can flick it open, which is like 100% illegal where I live. So it's cool to have something that's not allowed. I also found it was a practice one, but I found a practice butterfly knife once too. It's neat. It's like a fidget toy for grown-ups. It's not sharp like at all. It's dull. It's for practice. It's not sharp at all, but that's what makes it legal to be sold. I could totally take a grinder to it and put an edge on it, which I might do one day, because kind of always wanted one. When you're a kid, and when I was a kid, there was lots of kung fu, and I guess there's still kung fu, but those ninja movies in the 80s, there was a whole action movie subgenre of like ninja. It was like Ninja 1, 2, and 3, American Ninja. There was a whole bunch of like martial art crazy ninja movies with throwing stars and stuff. They always had butterfly knives and did cool things with it. Even when I think of butterfly knives, actually, there's a scene in one of my favorite movies, Big Trouble in Little China. That's just a great action movie. Does all those little tricks with it and stuff, you know. A triad gang in that movie. I feel like Big Trouble in Little China, man. Give me a thumbs up or something, man. That was a great movie. All of Kurt Russell's lines in that movie are just one-liners. He's got like no dialogue. It's one-liners everywhere. Yeah. If I'm not back by dawn, call the president. It's all in the reflexes, and I never drive faster than my eyes can see. It's great. It's a great, great classic action movie. It's just 80s action all the way. The 80s were just made the best action movies. You know, when Stallone and Schwarzenegger were always competing to see who could carry the biggest gun, had the biggest knife, killed the most people on screen. Oh, it's just Commando and Terminator, Predator, like the Rambo movies. Cobra was a great Stallone movie. Even like Over the Top, the arm wrestling one. Like, the 80s just had great action movies. Trying to show them to my kids now. Indiana Jones, man, the first two Indiana Jones movies, Temple of Doom and Raiders of the Lost Ark. They're just great. As a child, one of the benefits of being a child of the 80s, which I am definitely a child of the 80s, was your parents didn't care what you watched on TV. Basically, home video entertainment was a big deal. Everybody's dads copied all the movies, and you know, like my uncle would bring his VCR over, and they would get a bunch of videos from the video store, and we'd make copies of all of them. Everybody in the 80s had like 100 movies on tapes, right? It was great. You know, my parents never cared what I watched. You know, basically, if you're inside the house watching TV, you were okay. It's one of the jokes I tell my mom. There's two rules for children of the 80s that apply to me always. And they were, the kids are okay if they are, one, watching TV. Doesn't matter what they're watching. Kids are okay. Reason number two, they're outside playing. Doesn't matter, you can't see them. You can't hear them. If you can't hear them screaming, kids are okay. And it was just totally true. Yeah, we were outside with those lawn darts, chucking them up in the air. There was one on the roof of my house. I put one on the roof of my house. That's for sure. It melted up there too, because my dad couldn't get it. You know, like the plastic would all melt on the fins would melt over the summer. That was the one on the roof of my house growing up, at least for a summer. Had a steel, an all steel Tonka truck with glass windows, and that glass window was always broken, eh? And the truck was always rusty because you left it out over the winter, like the sandbox. And you and your friend would get mad, like you'd fighting over it, you'd like throw it at him with a big rusty hunk of metal with broken glass windows. Yeah, it's perfect for like 5-year-olds, right? Kids are okay. They're outside playing. Anyway. See if I can find some silver in here. No silver yet this morning. It's kind of slow going. I want some silver. Not 1975. No luck yet, man. No luck. I found 2 yesterday, Metal Detection Canada. I watch your channel too, man. I metal detect too. I think we're both sub to each other's channels. I've got this so far for January though, man. 9. I found 2 yesterday. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. I think I get about 20 a month. And it sucks. I find more. Well, obviously, I find more this way than metal detecting. But my kids are off at church right now. The house is quiet. Yeah, it was sweet. Fine. I found 2 yesterday in like within 20 minutes, and it gave me a lot of hope that I had a box like loaded, whatever, with silver. And yeah, that was all I found yesterday. I found 2. My other box, I got like this much left to go through in this box. Nothing this morning. So, we'll see. Got my coffee, enjoying a nice quiet house. Banker tried to tell me there's nothing old in it. Everything is modern, sir. Said, yeah, did you check the box before I got here? So you got to open every single roll and look at every single coin to actually know that. I just smiled. So thanks for the coins. 1992 USA dime. I'd love to find a silver USA dime, and that would just make me happy. Hard to find. It's like a needle in a haystack on a foreign silver coin. So I keep going to buy haystacks, but I keep missing the dimes. I have a lot better luck hunting through the dimes than the quarters. I sometimes wish I could take my metal detector and scan these and see if the silver code would come out of the metal detector, but there's just too much like nickel and steel, right? It would mask the signal of one silver dime, eh? But wouldn't that be great if we could take our metal detector and just kind of swipe it over the box? And it would tell you if there was like any silver in it. It would make this go a lot faster. Just make a silver detector out of it. There we go. I'm gonna patent that. If anybody gets any bright ideas there, it's my idea. A silver detector. Wouldn't that be great though if we could make our pinpointers? Our metal detecting pinpointer. beep only when there was silver? We could just touch the roll, right? Beep, silver. Silver detector. Ah, good for you pulling it. Trying to train your cats to smell the silver. If you could train your cat to do anything, hats off to you. I've had 2 cats. I think the only thing I was ever able to train them to do was, you know, come to the food bowl when I opened the can. But I think that was more the sound in their stomach. But yeah, if you could train a cat to sniff out silver, power to you, buddy. And I would keep that secret to yourself. You might have better luck with a dog doing it. I get it if you don't have a dog. The cat will only do it when it feels like it, you know? You probably have to put the rolls of dimes in like a tuna can or something to get them to go over to it. Oh, I might keep this one. I keep some of these. This is the 2017 double date dime. It kind of goes with, I consider it that it goes with the set of the colored blue nose and the non-colored blue nose. And there was a regular single date dime that came out that year too, but I can kind of consider those 3 to be a bit of a set. So I do try to kind of collect them in 3s like that. I want to try to get a couple rolls of each of them. I got 2 boys, and I want to hand all this off to them one day. And all the silver's for them too. I'm not collecting the silver for me. I'm stacking up the silver, well, as a safety blanket for me. It's nice. It's nice to diversify your investments and things like that, and having something physical, like having physical precious metals, is different than having stocks on paper or money in a bank. When you can hold it, and you can spend it, no matter what happens, you know, and you can barter and trade with these things too. There's a lot of positives to having physical bullion. Oh yeah, darn cats. I live near the Greater Toronto area. I'm kind of near Toronto. Hence my YouTube channel name, 416 Treasure Hunters. 416 is, well, is one of the area codes for Toronto. It was the main one for a long time, but 416 is the area code for Toronto. We call it the 6th. If you're a Raptors fan, Toronto Raptors fan, right, we call it the 6th. We the North. Oh, that looks different. Oh, I think I just found one. I'm pretty sure this is silver, right? Oh, sweet! 1967 Centennial dime with a fishy on it. Yeah! Yep. There we go. Hey, look at that. I've got like 4 or 5 of these things now. I love these fishy dimes. It's the Centennial. Yeah. I rarely find silver quarters. I go through boxes of quarters sometimes. And the first silver quarter I ever found was the Centennial quarter with the bobcat on it. I thought, who missed that? Like, who just doesn't keep the quarter with the bobcat on it? The bobcat's so cool. I'm going to throw this into my little silver tub here. When I find a silver coin, I'm so glad you were here to see me find one live. I've been digging for an hour and a half this morning. There's the first one. I keep a little logbook of my silver so I can count it and add it up without having to dig it up. All right. All right. I love that, man. Look at that. The mackerel. The mackerel that came from the proof sets has scales on it. I don't know if that's scales or that's my fingerprints. No, I think it's just the regular one. That's awesome. I love this fishy one. That's so cool. Yeah, that's cool. Yoink. All right, and I'm gonna buy that, and that cost me a whole 10 cents. I haven't looked up the value of those like this morning, but it's like $6.50 or something like that. Half of them in 67 or 50% silver, and half are 80% silver. The dimes are really hard to figure out because you can't weigh them to figure out the difference. The quarters is the same thing, but you can weigh them on a scale and figure it out. But the dimes, there's like no difference in the weight. Oh, I just found another one. Two in the same roll, and it's a King George. That's awesome. That's awesome. I love these old King George. 1951. Two in one roll. That ties my record. I found two in one roll once before. So now I'm up to 4 silver coins this weekend. I found 2 yesterday, 2 today. This is 80% silver for sure. It's in rough shape. I don't care. I'm not a collector. I'm not looking for brilliant. I mean, the nicer they are, the better. Cool. But I'm just after the coins for their silver content and the weight. That's so cool. Oh, I love finding this stuff. Another silver coin. Where's my book? Cool. There's a little room there. All right. All right. I keep a little running total on the side here, just so I can. I got 39 silver dimes now. That's not a lot. I've only been doing this since like November. When the price of silver started. Oh, I got to buy that dime for a whole 10 cents there. There we go. Thank you, whoever put that in the roll. 2 in 1 roll. 2 in 1 roll. And that came out of that box, and I still got more than half a box to go through. So, great. The most I've ever found in a box is 3. Now I've got 2. And there's a half a box left. I stand a decent chance at tying that record of mine. I'd love to beat it. And, you know, all of us that do this coin roll hunting, like, you know, the dream is to actually just find a whole roll that someone just deposited that's silver, you know, from someone's coin collection, obviously. Or, you know, grandpa just had rolls of coins in his sock drawer from the, whatever, 60s. And it's gotten cashed in. All right, I'm going to grab another handful of coins over here out of my box. I like to kind of do 5 at a time. My coffee's getting down there, and it's not hot anymore. I hate it when my coffee's not hot. Yeah, more than 1 in a roll is freaking great. You got over 500 in the last year? You're doing more than, you're hunting a ton. I wish I could find that many. The dimes, man, I think people just don't look at the dimes. When quarters are big, and I think people just see them and look at them more. Oh my lord, did I just find another one? I don't think so. I can't read the date on it. My good old magnet. Nope, I think it was said 69. It had a funny color to it though, but I'm hoping to fill up 4 of these this year. I want $1,000 worth of silver, and one of these is worth, one of these full is, you know, worth like 250, depending on the day, maybe more now. I think of them worth about 250. Close enough for me. I want to stack them up and give them to my boys when they're bigger. I'm trying to build some investment and trying to build up some stuff for my kids. Try to give them something, you know, that really could make a difference in their life. Several full rolls. You lucky bugger. Well, I have found collection dumps, but never a collection dump of silver. Oh, actually, you know what? I never found a big chunk of silver. Yesterday, where did it go? When I went to the bank, I should just go get it. I should just go. Oh, it's over there. Yesterday, when I went to the bank, I always ask, you know, you got anything funny, anything weird, any old looking rolls, anything weird, I'll just take it. Whatever it is, just give it to me. You know, I don't care. Just give it to me, I'll take it. The teller walked away, and then she came back. This is my cigar box from Manila. My wife is Filipino. Maybe not the best thing to keep your stuff in. That's what I got for now. Yeah, yesterday when I went to the bank, it said, "You got anything different?" I got some 50-cent pieces back there. So I said, "Oh, I'll take." They only had 650. I already gave I gave my 2 boys each one, and I gave one to my wife. None of them were silver. I was so excited. But they were all from the 70s, like 1970, 71, 72. There was like 4 1975 ones. So just neat. These are hard to get. Yeah. But yesterday I got a bunch of 50-cent pieces. Yeah. This is nice. Fun to get. Just exciting when they're like, hey, you know, we have this. And it's random, something you may have never seen these before. When I was born, my grandmother bought me these. From the Montreal Olympics. So I don't have the whole set or nothing like that. But from the 1976 Montreal Olympics, this is the 1 ounce. Or is this the 2 ounce one? I can't remember. It's a $10 coin. It's got synchronized swimming on it. And this is the $5 silver coin for diving. Sorry for my kitchen light there reflecting. So I've had these since I was a little kid. Also, I've got one of these. It's from the Commonwealth Games. Canada silver dollar from the Commonwealth Games. Just neat. This just stuff I had. This is like the stuff that I had in like my shoebox and my, you know, my bottom dresser drawer, like my childhood growing up kind of thing. I was always told by my parents, don't ever sell those, don't ever get rid of those, and don't ever take the silver out of the capsules. And the 12-year-old me listened real good, eh? Never took them out of their capsules. I gotta get something better than a cigar box to keep my stuff in. It's I found a few silver dimes metal detecting, which is always kind of crazy. But you know it's silver by the signal on your metal detector when you're digging it. I found 3 Mountie quarters. Nothing special. But man, to go out into a park and pull a Mountie quarter out of the ground in the middle of a field is, I don't know, dumb luck, right? It's just dumb luck, you know. A 1940. Thank you. Yeah, you know, when I went to Manila, Some of the paint's wearing off. We went to Manila. That's where I proposed to my wife. I brought my girlfriend to the Philippines, and I brought my fiance home. But a cigar box, that's my roll of dimes there. It's half full. A roll of, or a cigar box that retains humidity. Not really the best thing to keep your silver in, that you want to keep like airtight and away and free of humidity and moisture. So I definitely need to get something better. But that's what I've been using lately. $77. Oh, there's some foreign currency. 5 British pence. It's thick. Like compared to a dime, it's much thicker. It's almost like the thickness of 2 dimes. Whereabouts, don't give me your, none of us that go metal detecting like to give away our spots. It's like little secrets. We have our little ground that we like to kind of dig up, well, I actually kind of, I don't know what a good spot is. I go to a lot of playgrounds and just find a lot of modern money. The beach is probably where you're more likely to find, necklaces and rings and stuff like that. But I find the beaches just get pounded by the other metal detector guys. Like, there's some nice beaches here in Toronto, and I don't go often to them, but almost every time I've been, there's like I see other guys with metal detectors there. So there's competition for sure. So I stick to a lot of the like playgrounds and like parks near me. And it's actually proven to be half decent way of doing it. I found a few like men's engagement rings, like gold wedding rings, like for men. 2 of them, I think I have 3. 2 of them I found like right behind the swing, like right where you would stand and push your kid. So the swings at the playground is actually where I found like the most gold, which is kind of nuts. But I found it's 2. I have 2 wedding rings, and officially, for the record, I do try to find the owners. I keep an ad posted locally. Wedding ring, men's wedding ring found, described to collect. I think it's 2 wedding rings. I use the same ad for both. If anyone ever describes it to me, they can have it back. I feel like that's the only way I can keep a wedding ring conscious-free, guilt-free. Swings are great for rings, man. That is a fact. So I never plan to sell the wedding rings or anything like that. I don't think I will ever find the owners. I don't think I will ever return them. But I am basically waiting. I consider that I'm holding them for those people. I am willing to give them back if they answer my ad and describe what the ring looks like. And or show me a picture of it. I don't know. That's what I do to sleep at night, I guess. I don't feel guilty about having them at all. I don't know how to give them back, but I found a class ring too. I knew I had something else. I found a nice, it's not a class ring. It looks like one. It's got a shield, and it's got their name on the front, and on the inside it's engraved, you know, like who it's from, sort of thing, you know? Almost like it was a gift from like a grandparent or something. If anyone ever tells me, hey, I lost a little ring, looks like a shield, and it's got this name on the front and this name on the inside, they can have it right back. All the other stuff, though, yeah, it's mine. Finders keepers. Once at a park, I found an 18 karat gold like rope bracelet, kind of thing, that rolled gold. Weighs like 12 grams. It's like my heaviest gold piece. You know, it's worth a good chunk of change now. And I did find one. I found a gold coin once. Made into an earring, but I found a gold coin. It's on my metal detecting channel. I found it in I think it was actually a volleyball court at a playground. It might have fallen out of someone's pot. Like, people take their stuff off and put it all down by the net posts. And that's kind of where I found it, with like I think there was like a tuning near it. Yeah. I found a gold coin. Canada $5 24 karat gold coin. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's like the size of a dime. It looks like a penny. It looks like they used the penny press or whatever it is on a dime blank or planchet that was made out of gold. Looks like a penny the size of a dime, and it's 24 karat gold. Oh, there's another blue nose under sale, non-colored. I like these. I keep these. I'm trying to make some sets out of those. $17-gram gold ring under the soccer bleachers. Wow. You know what? People don't know where they lost it. That's my theory. You know, they went 3 or 4 places that day. Then they get home at night and they're like, it's gone. And you don't know if it fell out like in the parking lot, at your friend's house, like it's in your own house. You might even start to second guess, like, did I put it on this morning? You know, like, I have found wedding rings. If I lost my wedding ring, man, I would like go buy a metal detector and search wherever I thought I'd lost it till I found it, then just go like return the detector. You know, like a big chunky ring is worth a lot of money, but we have sentimental value on our wedding rings. So it blows my mind that, like, you know, they're not found. But I get it. Like, I get it, but I post ads when I find them to try to return them to the owners. I check the lost and found. Like, I check the lost sections too, and no one ever says, like, lost ring in this part of town where I found it. Just have to get another coffee. Hang on a second. I'm going to grab that gold coin. Yeah, the gold is expensive. I'm going to grab that gold coin. Show it to you. 1 minute, bud. Hey, we all got one of these, eh? When we start metal detecting, eh? My little loot box. This is that chain I found. 18 karat. Probably hard to read, but it's stamped right there. 18K. That's my 18K. I think it weighed like 12 grams, something like that. 12 or 13, something like that. And my gold coin. I would love to show the wedding rings, but I'm trying to keep them hidden from view so people can claim them. But there's my gold coin made into an earring. Yeah, it's like you can get these at the bank, right? It's a 1995 mintage. What's the date on, or what's the weight? I think it's a 1/10 of an ounce. Yeah, 1/10 of an ounce. 24 karat 999. Isn't that beautiful? Imagine losing that at the park playing with your kid. Thanks for watching. My kids are back, so I'm going to shut this down and have yourself a nice day, man.